and welcome to EBAday 2023 in Madrid. I'm Hannah Wallace, and with me now, stepping away from the event, is Katja Lehr from JP Morgan. Katja, it's great to see you again. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you for having me, Hannah.
Really good to have you in the studio and talking around a topic that I know you'll be discussing on stage later this afternoon. And I want to begin by looking at some of those big trends that you'll be talking about around cross-border and instant payments. So let's start there. What are those trends?
Well, Hannah, certainly a hot topic at this year's EBAday, no question about it. I think overall we've made quite some progress on the technology front. We have connected the well-known, very well-established clearing and settlement systems, but we also did some proof of concepts, some testing using new technologies such as blockchain. Mm-hmm. We also have private initiatives which are going on. So we have, I feel like on the technology side, we are pretty on our way. There's other topics, I think, where in order to get to this desired instant cross-border payments, we need some more work. And for example, we need to solve for the regulatory divergence. We need to solve for standardization. We need to solve and manage the risk. I know we all know the moment we go instant, we have fraud going up. We need to figure a way how we can actually manage the fraud. So there is a lot of things going on. They are running in parallel. I feel most confident with the technology side. So now we are needing to get our heads together and to solve for the risk framework, for the legal and regulatory framework.
It is a very complex space with lots to consider, and open banking and innovation is, of course, at the front of mind for a lot of regulators globally. Do you think this is a helpful tool then?
Well, I think we have seen in the past, when did we introduce PSD2, where open banking, especially in the UK and in continental Europe, is taken up. I know that right now we have more solutions on the AIS side, so what we call in Europe the account information services. There's not that much happening yet on the PIS, the payment initiation services, but I do believe this is just a question of time. We're seeing slowly projects coming up and innovations happening, so I'm very confident we are closing this gap as well. And then we know that the European Commission is releasing their framework for data access, so there's going to be more. Right now, open banking is very much concentrating on just a couple of products, a couple of data. But then we're seeing in other countries like Australia, where they have gone far beyond just the high-level financial information data. So we see, and I expect with the data access framework by the Commission, with all the other developments around the world, ultimately we will expand. This will go far more beyond financial data. And it is a global trend. We just launched, or I think Saudi Arabia just launched open banking last week. So is it a helpful tool? Absolutely. Anything I can do and we can do as an industry to use data will be a good thing.
That's interesting. Interesting to hear what's going across, happening across the regions as well. And what about ISO20022? Let's talk about the role of that. It's been at the heart of a lot of EBA days. But yes, what's the role there, and what impact is it having on the payments system then?
Glad you asked. I joined SWIFT actually at the beginning of the century. That now sounds strange, but yes, in the beginning of the year 2000, I joined SWIFT, and the first thing I worked on was ISO20022. Now, many years later, we are actually seeing the adoption of ISO20022. And to me, this is a really good thing. It basically, if I were to translate it for my 5-year-old godchild, it is talking the same language. And talking the same language is obviously helpful so we can understand. We all use the same definitions. And I know it's been a long time in the making. Mm-hmm. It's gonna, I think we see the latest adoption for Fed wires in the US in 2025. So it will take a while to see the benefits and for the benefits to come through. but I truly believe we are on the right track, and ISO20022 is going to be one of the success factors we will need and we will be using in global cross-border payments.
All right, there's a success story there and a positive note to lead off then. So how do you think these initiatives then are going to help with the harmonization, which is what we're all after, of cross-border payments?
Yeah. So we have this big product and we call it instant global cross-border payments. That's where we want to go. But it's, in my mind, it's one product, but which consists of very many different initiatives and little sub-products. So what we talked about when we started, the technology side, the payment system, this is one work stream, one pillar. We need to figure it out and we need to establish it. The other part is the legal, regulatory, supervisory framework. We are working on that, and it's going to take us a while to get this all set up. And then we have the data exchange, including standardization. It's just another pillar. But when we move all of these things together, then we hopefully get these wonderful instant global cross-border payments.
So watch this space, safe to say. Katja, look, you painted a very positive picture, I'd say. So thank you for that, and good luck on your session later this afternoon. I'm looking forward to that. But I'll let you get back out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah. Appreciate it.